is our Zulema. We got to make sure we get our Zulema. Joe, will you check with Zulema and tell her, make sure she knows we're on? Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. We are so excited that you are with us tonight. And for all of you who might just be like, what are these crazy women doing? Well, we have got a special night of some fun, no tricks, honestly, just lots and lots of treats, giveaways, okay? And I think Joe is going to start us off and welcome everybody.
Okay, I just want to make sure that our guest has this link and we are good to go. Very good. Okay. All right. So I'm so excited that you guys are on, and we have an October customer giveaway. And so everyone who does any of these things, you will go into our drawing a week from today on November 2nd. Easy to remember because it's a local election day. And you will go into our drawing for any of these things that you do. Wait, put it back up again, Dre, so they can read that as they see it. If you attend an event, so like you're attending an event right now, so comment below and say, I'm here, I'm attending, yay. Every time you host a party, so you and 2 to 3 girlfriends, every time you spend $99 or higher, for every $99 you get entered. If you do a feedback survey, people go, what's a feedback survey? That would be where you have an appointment with your consultant, and you either fill out a form that talks a little bit about our Mary Kay career opportunity or our Mary Kay product. Either way is fine. That's a feedback survey. Easy peasy. Referrals. So guys, this is where you can get totally pumped and totally excited, because for every person you refer to your consultant to have her call them and schedule their own makeover, virtual or in person, you get entered. You could send her 25 referrals. You could send her 100 referrals like today, and go in that many times. Now, remind your consultant that she has to put you in our Google Doc listing for customers and how many entries you get. So it's going to be super, super fun. Zulema's having a problem getting on.
I tell you what, hey, Joe, why don't I have you go in the background? You can help Zulema, and I'm going to tell everybody how they can get in on the comments. Does that sound okay, Joe?
Okay, she said she's in.
She's not. So she needs the StreamYard link that was emailed to her. Thanks. Okay. So you guys, I'm going to bring Joe back on in a minute, but hey, everybody, so excited. So the first thing is we got to make sure, look up. You need to allow StreamYard to have access so we see your name. And I know some people are here. Now, Zulema, we need you on screen, not watching it. You're supposed to be on screen. So you got to come into the studio, girlfriend. That's the link in the email. So everybody else, I would love to know who's out there. I'm Andrea. I'm calling in or watching, going live here in San Diego. So where are you? And of course, who are you? So let's see who's with us, and really excited because tonight is all about no treats, no tricks, all treats. And we are going to talk about some awesome glamour looks. Myself and Joe, here we go. We've got everybody back, and we have Zulema. Woo woo. Okay, Joe, you can go ahead and introduce. I know that you were introducing. I think we actually covered everything, right?
Yeah, I think we covered everything. Yeah.
So I guess I can jump in, and you guys, this is Zulema. Wave, our beautiful model over there. So Zulema, give us everybody a wave. Yay. I know. I think you're muted. Okay, now I am calling in from San Diego. Joe, where are you from?
I am in Cave Creek, Arizona. Easier to say Scottsdale. And Zulema, I'm still not hearing you. Zulema's in Anthem, and she's about 15, 20 minutes from me. And I wish she were only 5 minutes from me, because I would be at her house every day getting my makeup done professionally.
She is our master makeup artist. So we just thought it would be so awesome as Joe and I are your hosts for tonight. We've got Zulema who's going to be jumping in and she's going to be teaching and showing us how to do some really great looks. So we're going to dive right in. Before I forget, I do want to make sure I ask another question. I haven't seen who's with us. So let me see if that helps. Hold on, Zulema, I got to try to kick you out of that one. It says kick you out. I don't want to kick you out. You've got two going. Hold on, guys. We're having a little bit of. I had to kick your other self out. Yeah, your mic is not. It's muted. Okay, well, we're going to figure it out. Yes.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. Okay, well, first of all, we asked Zulema to come on with partial makeup. So this is, of course, one side is done and one side she's going to walk us through. But before we do that, I just want to encourage, I don't have a lot of comments. And so please make sure, look up, grant StreamYard permission so that we can see who's with us. And of course, this is how we pull our door prizes. And we want to make sure that all the guests that are on live get to have our door prizes. So just so you guys know, these are the things that we're pulling tonight. We are pulling these, a couple of the products from our fall collection, which I love. So I think you're going to be super, super happy. The more you comment, the more chances you have. And don't forget, as Joe just mentioned, we've got some events coming up and you're not going to want to miss any opportunity to go into our customer giveaway. So make sure on your calendar, put down Thursday, we're doing our masquerade night and you get another entry into the October giveaway, as well as any event you're doing with your consultant. So we are going to dive right in. And I think Joe is going to instruct and talk about how applying the colors as Zulema puts on her makeup. Joe's going to talk about each step, starting with the eye primer. So go ahead, girl.
Okay, sorry, I was just doing a little troubleshooting with people, but so Zulema Sauceda, she is just amazing at all of this. She's got several certifications. She's our resident professional makeup artist. She taught me how to do shading on my nose, which you can really see it in StreamYard because there's no filters here. You're seeing the real deal here. But so one of the things that Zulema starts with is she starts with eye primer. So our eye primer is absolutely amazing. It actually diffuses light in the eye area. As you get to be a more interesting age, Zulema doesn't have this yet, but I do. I can actually get a little crepey underneath the eyes, like where I put my eyeliner on, and then it kind of goes in the lines. So a little bit of that primer is great to put on with one of your cream brushes from Mary Kay, and then all over the eyelid, and that keeps your eyeshadow from creasing. So we are here in the Phoenix area where, you know, it's in the 80s and we think it's freezing outside, but it really helps when you're really hot and it's 100 degrees in the summer to not have that crease going on in your eye. So now she is doing her color and she's doing a very dramatic look here. She's so good at that. And she's using her Onyx. She's using it in her crease. Now, guys, Zulema has deep set eyes and she has a beautiful palette. If you're like me and you're more interesting age, my eyes are starting to just droop just a tiny bit. So what I do is I pull up, I put it on the brow bone, drop it, and then do the blending. You see how she's blending, blending, blending? You want to kind of do that windshield wiper blending. Now, you can really see the delineation. She hasn't really started blending yet, but that is that really sharp evening look. And as she blends, these Mary Kay brushes are amazing. They are very lightweight. The brush itself is just phenomenal. These brushes should be $50 to $60 each on the New York market, and they're $10 to $12 each in Mary Kay because we are awesome. Okay, so your next color is?
Moss.
Moss. Okay, so no, moss is good. I like moss. So moss is like a brown green. Do not be afraid of the greens. Greens and blues have gotten a bad rep in the 70s, but I'm telling you right now, a soft sheer green can go a long way to make a brown, a hazel, or a blue eye really pop. And I actually line sometimes with the moss or some of the deeper greens, just a real thin line, and I will get compliments all day long. Oh my gosh, your eyes are so blue. Your eyes are so blue. And so what's your third color? Is that crystalline?
This one we did for base all over the eyelid. And it's the biscotti.
Okay, so the biscotti is a flat. A flat is great as a base because you can put it underneath. Now I actually used a lot of the liquid eye shadows tonight because it really makes your eyes pop. And I like the Pink Starlight and the Light Beam. But you can also, the great thing about these colors is the Meteor Shower and the Purple Nova, you can actually use it as a liner because the tip is so fine and thin. Okay, what color is that, Zulema?
This shiny penny.
Okay, so shiny penny is a copperish color that scares people like me. I'm like, ooh, I'm kind of cautious about that. But watch how she puts that on and blends, and it just makes this beautiful palette. Now, Andrea is wearing, you're wearing the, what did we call that?
So to give that effect that I want, I use a liquid one, the liquid bin, light bin, and the shiny penny will look pop better than just using the regular eyeshadow.
Okay. And she's right in here. Okay. So it really makes that part of her eye pop. She looks great in the metals, and metals are really good if you want to have that really sharp look with that evening glow. And Andrea, real quick, I meant to ask you, what look are you wearing?
So I am wearing, let me actually show the differences for tonight. We have got, Zulema is actually doing number C, which is the cool smoke. I went and applied the cool grays, and I believe you chose the B, right?
Yep, I'm Sweet Plum.
Okay, so let me actually jump in here because we've got a lot of people commenting, and I just want to celebrate. We've got, of course, San Diego in the house, Miss Dee O'Brien. She is with us. We have got Jamie Boyard, and she is from Tunnelton, West Virginia. So happy to have her. And we've got somebody who has not yet allowed StreamYard permission, and she said, Zulema pushed me to try the liquid eyeshadow, and she loves it. So make sure you grant StreamYard accept StreamYard above so we can celebrate you, because we're going to have our first drawing here very, very soon. Now, real fast, guess what we're doing tonight is we wanted to take you from basic application. So as Joe just said, those liquid eyeshadows are a great way to start on top of an eye primer. And then what Zulema is doing is showing you how you can try something and feel more confident for a new day look. Joe, tell them about the Halloween colors that we put on the flyer, but just so everybody knows that about the Halloween look and everything.
Yeah, so we don't do the Halloween look every day, but on the flyer that we have on the Power of Pink, you guys, these are some super fun things that you can try with your Mary Kay products. And, you know, experiment, have fun, get your kids involved, and then wash it off, and then you look like you again. But they're super fun. You can actually design a spider web on your face with our liquid eyeliner or our pencils and really have some fun with this. When my daughter was in junior high, they used to come over and her girlfriends would get in all of my colors, and they would do like, we're going to do an 80s look or we're going to do a 90s look. And I'm like, okay, I'm really old, but super fun. And y'all notice too that, like if you look at Andrea, I wanted to point this out. If you look at Andrea, just from the middle of her nose up, that's actually like, that's a pretty eye look. You can see it. It's actually very soft and blended. What takes it to the pop is that lipstick. So when you're looking at, if you want a heavier eye, like, yeah, see, look at that. If you want a little bit heavier eye, but you don't want it to be like an evening look, then you go with a little bit softer lip like I am. If you want a power lip, then go with a softer eye. Okay, so you kind of do it that way. But when you're going for it, like Andrea looks like runway right now. She looks like a runway model, the hair slicked back, the beautiful earrings. And of course, you know, she's beautiful. We're not going to hate her for that. But she's, you know, it's just really all about that blending and that beautiful look. And I want to tell you guys something. I'm a more interesting age than these two kiddos. And so I've always been kind of afraid of a lot of the what we call frosty or icy looks. But really, when I am face to face with you and you see me, people say, oh my gosh, your eyes look so pretty. You have the prettiest eyes. So sometimes these cameras and everything do not give us the the effect we want, because this is real light. It's like the fluorescent lighting that you can see with Zulema. She is blending those colors. Did you do your contour or did you do the cheek? Oh, she's doing contouring. You guys better watch this. Okay, she's doing her contouring, and this is so fun to watch her do this because it literally transforms her face.
I got to jump in because we've got comments, and the only way I can give away any gifts is for us to have some comments, and we have a question for the audience. Are you looking to learn more about basic application, or do you want to have something a little bit more advanced? So make sure you comment. I'm excited to let you know we've got some people asking about where do you find these color looks? Well, we will post the ones that we did for tonight, and it was also posted in the Consultant Power Shite Family Superstars a couple days ago, but for the guests, we'll post it all here as soon as we're done. But let me go ahead. I'm going to take both Joe and I off camera, and then Zulema, will you share with them a little bit about what you're doing and why you're doing it so that everybody can see you 100%?
I'm just doing the everyday contouring that I usually do to my face. Everybody's different, so you have to find the right way to contour your face. This is a simple contour that I do specifically for me, and it helps me to define my nose, my cheeks, and the line between my face and my neck.
Love it.
And she's a pro. So as she keeps doing this, okay, Joe, I know that we're doing lots of tricks and we're showing the tricks, but this is not a trick event. We want to give all the treats, all the secrets for makeup art. So what's like a good tip that you feel when you are doing your eyes that the audience might enjoy?
Okay, so I do things a little bit differently. I put on a base eyeshadow, which now it's my liquid. I did just use a flat like the Biscotti. And then I line. A lot of people line last. I line first because I don't want to take the time to make it perfect. And I do not have an eye shape for cat eyes. I can't do cat eyes. I would look like sad puppy dog eyes. Okay. And I don't want to be sad puppy dog eyes. So I don't do the cat eye. Also at my age, it kind of looks silly, but I do the liner first, Andrea. And then I take one of our thinner brushes in Mary Kay, and I take one of the browns and just one of the flat browns, and I go over that liner back and forth, and it just smudges it. And if you do it quickly, it grabs that liner and just smudges it really, really softly. And then I go through and do, in the crease, and I do all the blending and everything. So that's my trick, is I line first. But, guys, I want to tell you something. Most people learn how, look at her face. That is just amazing. Most people learn how to do their makeup one of two ways. They are either a cheerleader or a dancer or a performer or something like that in theater when they're younger, in high school, junior high, even college, and they learn it there, or they learn it from their mom or their auntie or their grandmother. And then guess what they do, Andrea? Guess what they do?
The same.
They never change it. Ever. Ever. I have a friend, a very good friend. I love her dearly. I will not name her. That still wears the bright pink lip gloss with the brown lip liner that we wore when Babe Watch was on. and I just keep saying, no. I've actually had other friends say, can you talk to her? I'm like, but you know what? We don't always listen to those who love us. Right. And, one thing that we do in Mary Kay is we're constantly updating our look. Because, guys, let me tell you what, the glamour industry is tied very closely to the fashion industry. And if you're wearing the same clothes you wore 40 years ago, you might want to rethink that too. Okay. Those bell bottoms came back, but they're a little bit different now. They're high waisted now. They're not around your hips. So we definitely want to update our look. And literally, it costs pennies to change your entire look. I don't know if y'all noticed when Zulema first started, but she had one eye finished and she was doing the other one for us. And what a difference! Like one eye was like just looked like she was going out on the town runway model, and the other one was like, okay, I'm going to go pick up the kids from school. And it helps that she's gorgeous, but look at that contouring and look at how beautiful that is. When is hubby coming home?
I have a comment here. I've got to jump in and say we can see Miss Keitha Potter. So yes, but please grant StreamYard permission. And then of course your profile picture comes up. But I love those tips. Joe, I got to jump in and say that we've got so many people asking a couple questions. So let me make sure in our comments, keep them going because we actually want to pull our winner. And we're going to pull one door prize. And like I said, we were going to be giving away something from the fall collection. We've got a whole bunch of, I know I'm on a third of the screen.
Hey, Zulema, while she's talking, do your eyes like this so we can really see where that copper went. And, oh, yeah. Wow. I'm doing that tomorrow. And the shading, okay. I love it. You look beautiful, as always.
Zulema's our, don't you dare chime off. I know you want to leave camera, but one of the things about Zulema is every single time she takes a portrait and she's posting it on Facebook or Instagram, it is flawless. And so we asked her to give some of her favorite tips. And I think you've given a lot, but is there any last tip you want to give before we go through some of our winners?
I would say I love what you guys meant, just share with everybody that we learn how to do something and we just stay with it for the rest of our life. I'm a person of a habit, so it's not easy. It's not easy. Like for us, we just push ourselves to just try the new products, to experiment and to do new things. But I would say the best tip is just to give it a try. I have a lot of friends that they keep saying that they want to learn contouring and they just do it and they feel like, oh no, my nose looks dusty or I have dirt in my nose and they stop. So the key is to just practice and keep trying until you get to that specific way to do your contour or the colors that you need to do.
I love what you said, and the bright brushes are going to make such a difference. So tonight, you guys, I have our Keitha is on, and this is, of course, who is joining us. Keitha, tell us below who your consultant is. I have a feeling it's Joe.
No.
Okay, tell us who your consultant is, where you calling in from or watching. But I'm going to tell everybody that we've got some specials for tonight. And we want to show you those specials, but we've been talking about some of the variety of products. We've been talking about the liquid eyeshadows. We've been talking about the different color palettes that we all did. So actually, let's go ahead and just put our eyes, Joe and Zulema, let's put our eyes close to the camera so everybody can see these looks. And I am wearing the grays. Zulema was wearing hold on, Zulema, let me pull it back up. She's doing the cool smoke, which you saw there. And then Joe is doing the sweet plum. So you can just see, like Joe said, it's not as scary when I don't have such a bold lipstick on. In fact, I was going to go nude and just lipstick, you guys. I know that we are family, but I don't want to be too close as far as everything else. But I want to give you a tip about brushes.
Okay.
And so when you're doing these looks, as you just saw Zulema, these brushes are fabulous. Let me just make sure I can show you. I have a whole bunch of variety. Mary Kay brushes are great. But I want to tell you the stiff brush for eyeshadow is very important because it helps to push the color. So don't get, as Joe said, we are afraid of trying something new. And so I want to definitely encourage you to get an appointment with your consultant because this is that moment where it's before holidays. We want to make sure that you try something that you feel comfortable with and that you can look and feel your best, because it's been 2 years. Who here? Comment below if you are so ready to be face to face with friends for the holidays, because I think that truly this is why we do what we do. We have so much joy in giving women that empowering feel and that beauty. And so this stiff brush is going to be great to push the color, but you gotta have one or more clean blending brushes, because you're gonna gently blend it all as you're finishing your look. And so those are my tips. The brushes are important, but you might need more than just one, because you want to have a clean brush to make sure that that color's good. So we've got a couple questions for the guests in the audience. And I think I see, oh, we got a new one. We got she's from Phoenix. So we're so excited that you're with us. Thank you, Keitha. And let me just tell you, if you are with us tonight, I'm just curious. You know, I was reading in the U.S. News and World Report today, Joe. I think I sent you the article. How so many people we've heard about, you know, people leaving the job force, and then of course people needing people to work. But they're saying that so many bosses, they want people in the office, and that most of the workers, we all of us, people want flexibility. And I think that that's one of those things that I really value about Mary Kay. So I've got a question for the guests right now. What do you feel women need more in their lives right now? And we have so many treats that come in our starter kit. Joe, what was one surprise treat that came in your starter kit?
A surprise treat was that I actually made money. And it was like instant. Like I didn't have to teach for an entire month and get paid at the end of the month, which is what I was doing. Or I was teaching aerobics and step and all that. And I got paid once a month there. I literally sold the product and people walked out the door and I had cash in my hands. And you guys, I was a young military wife, and having cash in my hand didn't happen very often. And I know that people say, oh, it's the people, it's the friends, it's the relationships. But at that point in my life, just the greatest treat was, wow, like you make money doing this, because people buy their skincare and colors, cosmetics, and body lotions and fragrances somewhere. Why wouldn't they buy it from you? They trust you, they love you, and they want to honor your business. And it's the best.
Zulema, what do you feel like was your surprise that came in your starter kit?
The learning experience and it helping me get out of my comfort zone and being finding myself capable of doing so many things that I do now that I wasn't able to do 2 years ago. That's been the blessing of my business. That's great. And besides the jewelry and everything else, and I get to try all the products and hang out with you guys and learn.
Oh, I'm wearing my bling. Well, and Joe has, I know that we've got some specials. Joe, why don't you tell them about what's going down tonight for people who are excited to either schedule a party with their consultant or, of course, join our tribe?
Okay, so tonight, when you decide that you want to book a party with your consultant, which is the greatest compliment you can pay her, either in person or virtual, then you will get a free eyeshadow of your choice from your consultant. And then if you decide that you want to join our tribe tonight and become a consultant and start getting all your Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and everything at cost, as well as building a business on the side, then Andrea and I are going to gift you one of our fabulous mineral powders and the brush. And then the company is offering credits towards your very first order to the business, in your business. So lots of bonuses there. Take advantage of it. Contact your consultant immediately and say, I want to join your team. I want to join the tribe. I want to be part of these fun women. I want to get these bonuses from Joanna or from Andrea, and I want to get the bonuses from the company. And really, the great thing about Mary Kay is it's no territories. There's no quotas. There's no pressure. You don't have to be told what street you work on. You don't have to be told what neighborhood you talk to people in. I know I've taken my business all over the country. Andrea's taken hers all over the country. So Grandma's taken hers into Mexico and done parties with her. Look at her just pampering herself, spraying her finishing spray on. But yeah, it's super fun. And for only $30, which you guys, Andrea wrote this down and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. So basically it's $30 to get started if you want just the ProPay account where you can process credit cards and your website for 1 year. It's $30. And then she wrote down, she said, it's equal to 2 pounds of steak because the average price of ribeye is $21.99. And I'm like, that's amazing. Like basically 4 trips to Starbucks and you just paid for it. What's the big deal? Now, if you decide, can you put that slide back up, honey? Yeah. If you decide that you also want the starter kit is $100 and the value of it is about $400 and you get lots and lots and lots of products in it and things that you can use for your parties and demos and all that. So basically we offer you the eStart for $30 or the starter kit and the eStart for $130. And then if you want to get a sample pack add-on, that's $45. And again, you guys, it is worth so much more than that. It is enough samples for you to do virtual parties, send samples out in the mail, or sit down and do parties with people right there. And it goes beyond what comes in the starter kit. So it's $30, $130. And then if you want to add on the $45, you can. But, you know, I can tell you this is that it took the person who recruited me, it took them almost 2 years to get me to sign an agreement. And the agreement at the time was $95. So that's how much it's gone up in 30 years, just that much. And it didn't include a website because we didn't even have computers or cell phones back then. We rode dinosaurs to our skincare classes. But, you know, basically, guys, you know, I had no idea what it would do for me, my kids, my family, the people I would meet, the people who surround me in every aspect of my life. It's like you think you have friends, you think you have family, and then you join our tribe and you go, wow, this is friends and family. Like I travel with my Mary Kay people and I'm hang out with them and they're my family and their kids call me Auntie Joe. And I mean, it's a family. And we just had amazing news that my son and his wife are going to have a baby in April. And, you know, the first people I told were my Mary Kay peeps. Because they get it. They totally get it. And Andrea knew Kevin when he was 10 years old. And so she sent him a message today. He's 35. And, you know, he was so excited to hear from Andrea. And that's what we're building here. We are building a lifestyle and it's fabulous.
Well, we have a winner for our first drawing, and I just want to tell you that our comments, keep them coming, you guys, because we don't have many people commenting about what do you think women are needing in their life right now. And I think that really, I love that whenever I need a little cash, like, oh no, we just got that little unwanted bill from the dentist. Oops. I can have a skincare class and create some cash. And I think that you can go to Starbucks and 4 times you can spend $30, but guess what? After that, you can't create money from going to Starbucks. You can't go sell your cup. It's worthless. But with Mary Kay, you actually have something that you can create and that has a wonderful, the longevity. We are recession proof. So the fun of it here. So I want to tell you, we have a winner and I'm going to put her name up here. I'm sorry, my button got tricked over here, but we have one winner so far for our giveaway. So yay to Miss.
It's actually Keitha.
Oh, so sorry, Keitha. There we go. Sorry about that. Well, congratulations. We're going to make sure you get that. And we have some specials here tonight. So before we totally say goodbye, we want to hear from the audience. What was your desire for makeup? Are you somebody who's never, ever played with makeup? Or are you somebody who says, okay, I want to try like the new trend. I want to learn some of the tricks. So please make sure you put that in our comments because that is part of what we want to know about tonight. But we have one more question. Are you somebody who likes deals and discounts or do you like to pay full price? So if you're like me, I mean, when I got together with Joe, I had a champagne taste on a beer budget, if you know what I mean. Like I fell in love with everything she showed me and my skin was a mess. So Mary Kay cleaned up my skin and that's most important. We're having fun with makeup, but you've got to sit with your consultant and make sure your skin is right. You don't want to be left behind. You want to have right skin and we are the superior product that's going to give you that. So with your consultant. When you sit down, you go into our giveaway. And in the month of October, you'll go into our giveaway. Now, we've got something fun happening Thursday. I just want to remind everybody how you go into that drawing one more time. And maybe you have never seen our skincare or our hydration masks. This is an amazing night. We would love for you to join us right here and ask your consultant for some samples. And you can, of course, get to try it along with us. But we also have some specials for tonight. So if you've gotten excited about what we're doing, these are some specials for tonight only. When you purchase your Petite palette, which is 4 colors, your choice, with the Petite palette, you will have a half off special of either the eye primer or an eyeliner. So you can get with your consultant and find out which one you want. Just because you are such a special person for being our guest tonight, we wanted to give you that incentive. And I think we would love to find out from you guys. Yes, there's the Petite palette. It's a perfect stocking stuffer, by the way. But I do think we need to hear from our guests. What are you loving about our looks? And maybe even what kind of questions would you like us to answer before we finalize and pull our last winner? Let's hear some comments. We have a comment here. It says, "Yeah, Joe, joining the Glamour Club." Okay, yes, she is so excited about you becoming a grandma or a grandma. I think we decided, right? You're gonna be grandma.
No. Zulema and I picked a name for me.
What was it? What is it?
Tell her, Zulema.
Manina.
What's that mean?
Grandma in Spanish.
Oh, that's fun because I know Manina Givens. I didn't know that was her name. Haha. Wonderful. Well, I know we have somebody answering one of our questions. Women are needing a night out and feeling good about themselves. Oh, isn't that true? And I think that if you are a consultant watching, I want you to comment. We always focus on the guests, but if you're a consultant, I would really love you to talk about how helping women feel more beautiful has given you more purpose in what you do with your Mary Kay business, because it's easy to go get a job or have some extra fun selling something. But when you can have a life-changing experience, when you know you're truly changing the world one face at a time, it doesn't really matter about the money. And I think that that's something very, very special. And I thank Joe every day for at least inviting me to listen to the Mary Kay business, because I was absolutely not interested. I didn't even wear makeup. So I appreciate everything that you have given me. But in closing, I just really thank all of the guests for being on. We had one more person share. Let me go ahead. Dee says, "I love my business." And then she said here, "I get to share skincare, color, gain friendship with everyone that I get to pamper." Thank you so much for saying and sharing with us tonight. You know what? We are almost out of time. And I love these fun looks, but guess what? They're not too hard to do every day. So Joe, as we say goodbye, I got one more person here. Let me make sure I pull her up. "This tribe has given me freedom to do what I want to do." So as we close out for today, Joe, would you like to give them any last minute tips on how becoming a Mary Kay customer head to toe can really give them that empowering confidence as we enter the holidays?
So, when you go to the mall or you go to Ulta or you go to Sephora, places like that, they are going to be so nice to you and they're going to give you hopefully good customer service. And if you need consulting, if you need, well, how did you teach me to do this again? You have to go back and stand in line. And when you have a consultant who really cares about the products that she's selling and she stands behind them 100% with 100% money back guarantee, and she checks on you to see how much you love those products, that's building a relationship. That's having a consultant versus having a salesperson, because we have new products coming out all the time. We have limited edition products. And when you get that lookbook in the mail, and I'm trying to find my lookbook, I just had it right here. When you get that magazine in the mail, she actually invests in you to have that sent to you or handed to you so that you can see the current trends. And then she can guide you on what you would really like to use and what she thinks would look great on you. And the thing is, we are completely honest and transparent. We are not going to put a color on you or a product on you just to sell something. We are going to do our very best to enhance you and make you look and feel beautiful every single day. So you have confidence to walk out the door and know your skin and your face and your color and your entire being. You are out and ready to go, feeling totally 100% ready for the world.
I love it. Well, I hope all of you are ready for an awesome evening. You've gained some skills tonight. Go apply it tomorrow. Practice a little bit. Get with your Mary Kay consultant so that tonight's special is something you can take advantage of. And last but not least, for joining us tonight and being somebody who says, oh my gosh, this was so much fun. I totally want to book a party. And with 2 friends, you can actually be a hostess. And your consultant can go over our hostess rewards, and you can earn your products either as a discount or some free products, such as a bonus eyeshadow tonight for booking your party. And of course, I would just love to see in the comments. I think that one of my favorite questions is, what would be the best thing that could possibly happen if you were to give it a try? So I almost said no. And I'm so thankful I gave it a try. $100 bucks. I've thrown that away at Walmart. You know, if you ever pick up a carry case, or what do they call it, a basket, it's an automatic $50 bucks. But if you get a push cart, forget about it. It's $100. And that Walmart never changed my life. My starter kit did. So thank you guys. I hope you had fun. And we've got our winner for the night getting her gift. And we appreciate you, Keitha.
Yay, Keitha. Thanks for being on. And thank you for supporting Zulema and her business. You're just such a rock star.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.